We'll start with the Mustard R30 size 10. This is an old pattern of mine, deer hair floating pupa. It's more the technique I want to show you for packing deer hair on small flies. So we'll just cover the hook shank with tying thread. It should be Dyneema or GSP thread. Remove that, and we want to go right back here. Now what we want to do is put a whip finish in here. We don't want this thread moving when we push backwards with the deer hair for packing it. There we go. You can put a drop of super glue as well if you like. And we take a bunch of deer hair that's been cleaned and we put it diagonally on the hook shank right at the back here, and we go once and twice loose turns, and then we tighten, and then we go through there, zigzag it through so you don't tie any hairs down flat, and we go forward and out the other end. Pull all that back, now we can cut off all that so it just doesn't get in the way. Pull that back and secure the thread there. Then we want another bunch that we'll place just there, and we'll go around again once, twice, and tighten into it, let it spin, and then we zigzag through. Hold that down now and go forward out the other end, and then we take a hair packer. This is a brassy hair packer for smaller flies, and it's important that when you push on the packer you hold everything at the back so you don't push it down into the hook bend. There we go, that's looking good. Secure it, and then we'll finish off with another bunch at the front there. Twice round, pull down, tighten, let it spin, and out the other end. Now we take our hair packer and pack again. So I'll have to get that. Sorry about that. Just gonna pack that nice and tight now. There we go, that'll do us. Then we take a whip finisher and we'll go in there. I'll put 1 and 2 in there. Then we can remove the tying thread and give it a good brush. Now it's important that you brush it because you're pulling out all the loose fibres, so we just get that done. There we go, that'll do us. Then we can start cutting. So we'll put one in tight underneath, and right now we'll just go around and be brutal with this. It's rather like just doing a Goddard's, but and then you just have to cut it to shape. It's going. Rough shape, You could go a little bit more than that if you wish, but that'll do us, that'll do us. Then what we do, take the lighter. Now you want to singe it, you don't want to catch it on, set it on fire, but be ready to blow it out if it does catch on fire. So just go around and cauterize all the deer hair. Get in there. There we go, that'll do us there. Then what I use is some very, very fine glass paper. Now that's looking okay. If you've packed this tight enough, you can actually sand it right down so it's nice and smooth if you wish, but it's a fishing fly after all, so you don't have to do that really. Okay, then we put the tying thread back on and go a wee bit back into the deer hair like that. Remove that. You can see the dust off it, so it's an ultra fine surface you get, very nice indeed. Then what we want is some UV sparkle yarn in white, and we just need just a tiny bit of this. I'll just open the tying thread. Yeah. And then I put this in, like so, and try and spread that out a little bit more. There we go, and just give that a spin. That's perfect. What we do is we go back like this, and we want this to just veil the pupa so it looks like a shuck. That's perfect. And just that's all we need, just that wee bit like that. And then we need to split the thread again, like so. It's much better to split the thread with Dyneema because it's very slippery, so it's not easy to spin dubbing on. Not all kinds of dubbing anyway. So now what we want is just a little bit of hare's ear mix. Now most of this we'll take out, but I want to make sure that we've got enough. You see what happens to it when I spin it. Just want a spiky dubbing effect, so we can pull most of this out. That's perfect. So now we just wind this on. Good. And we finish at the back of the hare's ear dubbing, and we just give that a brush through, and then we have to split the thread one more time. Here we go, like so, and then I have some CDC in a magic clip. Just to make it tight, there we go, and then hold the shuck down and we go through the hairs here and forward. And tie it off there with a whip finish. Very good. Remove the tying thread and give it a good brushing. And that's the finished floating deer hair pupa.